Phoenix Open minus fucking 9. Like, Jesus fucking Christ. But the scoring turned up all the way is so fucking overpowered.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From perpetually sunny Scottsdale, Arizona, it's live opening round coverage of the WM Phoenix Open.
And that will settle in the bunker, so an early test here at the first.
Yeah, normally you'd rather the early test come a little later on in the round, but he should have a better than average chance to go for the green from here.
So, Frank, week 4 now on the PGA Tour. We said last week that there were a unique set of traditions at Pebble Beach. This tournament, unique in a different way. I have to think for a young golfer like the one we'll be following today, this can be an intimidating place to play if you're not prepared. What do you think?
Yeah, I think it's a great choice of words, Rich. It does intimidate you because when you go through the tunnel at 15 and then you go into that cauldron, coliseum, whatever you want to call it, of 16, and you see 30,000 people surround it like a baseball diamond, that's something I know when I first did it for the first time. I'd never experienced anything like that. Your heart rate goes uncontrollable. You go into like this sort of crazed frenzy. So, yeah, this is no tradition.
This is fucking nuts.
And bad luck again. Tee shot here on number 2, also in the bunker. He's 2 for 2.
Yeah, it's not exactly a stat. He wants to be perfect, and he's got to hope he can start to straighten out some of those drives straight away.
That finished off for par here at the second, and he'll stay at even par. The weather down here in Arizona, picture perfect here in the month of February, but come August, we know that'll be a much different story. Still, Frank, apart from keeping your focus and embracing, we'll call it the festive nature of this event, what is the key to really being successful here at TPC Scottsdale?
The truth, Rich, really is trying to adjust because everybody talks of the elevation here, which is about 1,500 feet above sea level. So on a normal day around 75 degrees, that's about 5% you'd adjust. But in these cold, crisp mornings and also later in the day, that drops to about 3%. So the players that have played well here are very aware of how much that affects their iron plate. Their irons go a little shorter at the start of the day. They go a little further in the middle of the day, and then they drop down again in the afternoon. So constantly adjusting.
12 feet still to go.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. What the fuck?
Nicely done. It is a par here at the third, and he'll stay at level par. Arriving now at the first par 3 at TPC Scottsdale, 183-yard 4. Slightly uphill with an elevated green that is tough to see from the tee. Bunkers guard it short, right, and left.
There's got to be like a glitch with the game. It's easy to go to the bunker.
Now from the bunker.
Yeah, just a little splash out on this par 3.
Okay, that should be inside of 10 feet. Not too bad. That's in. It is a good par here at number 4. And he'll remain right where he is. Well, Frank, now at the 5th hole, the par 4, the challenge stiffens just a bit.
Yeah, the longest par 4, obviously in the start of this golf course, around the 470-yard mark. 2 bunkers down the right have been changed to 1, but it's in the perfect position now. Of course, that new tee added to add a little bit of length to this hole. The green still remains relatively similar to what it used to be.
That is just a beautiful shot.
Decent.
Second shot coming up. Let's check in for the first time with Notah Begay III.
The 5th always plays one of the most difficult holes at TPC Scottsdale, so finding the fairway gives you the green light to go ahead and try and make a 3.
Oh yeah, suck a fucking dick.
Well, obviously that's not his best, but it'll be quickly forgotten, Frank, if he's able to get out of here with his par.
Well, you might forget it. I won't. Far from his best.
Yeah, that's a good putt. It is a par here at the 5th, and he'll stay right where he is. Ready to tee off now at the 6th. This is a dogleg left.
And another hole that's been stiffened by bunkers on both the left and the right side, really giving you the decision on what club to hit. Should you be bold or should you be smart? Well, that one's finished in the first cut. It's going to be a little bit harder to spin it from there with a little bit of grass around the ball, but still not too bad. And that one barely makes the front of the green. Do you realize if you just miss hit the middle of the club by 1/4 of an inch, you lose 10%? That's right, 10%.
This is a 9-footer.
Nah, got it out there too far. It was trying to come back, but couldn't get there.
Oh my god.
Nicely judged, though. It's 4-5 here at the par 3. And he'll drop back to 1 over par. Frank, where's the difficulty here on the 7th hole, the par 3 of more than 200 yards?
Well, Rich, front hole locations are always probably the toughest here because that's the narrowest part of the green. Bunkering really hasn't changed, and the green still does widen up, but the hole tends to play slightly uphill.
No, that is into the larger of the 2 bunkers around this 7th green. Okay, deep breath taken. Time to regroup here. Yeah, that's a really good shot. Had a nice upslope to work within the bunker. Always makes it an easier shot, able to take advantage of it. That one in. It is a bogey here at the 7th. And that's going to move him back to 2 over par. Frank, the par 4 8th. This is a good hole.
It is a dogleg to the left. Forces the player to go at the right, and this will play every inch of its yardage, which is over 470 yards. Green's still pretty much the same with that false front, unless there's a flag position in the front. You're really going to have to fly it at least 20 yards or so into that green, otherwise that ball is going to run towards the front.
I usually play really well in this game, and I'm just doing fucking terrible.
Birdie putt coming up, and we go to Iona Stephen.
Yeah, this has got a good chance because we're going slightly up a hill with just a little bit of break. Makeable.
Oh, yes. Plenty of pace to get up that slope. It is in for a birdie.
I'm so pissed.
Rounding out the front 9 with a par 4 of 453 yards from the back tee. Looks to be straight away here, Frank. Anything to be cautious about on this tee shot?
Well, that bunker, there used to be 2 bunkers down the right side. There is now 1, and it also pinches into the fairway, which almost makes this hole look like a faint dogleg right. But really, the best line is still down the left side, so it still actually suits a draw off the tee. Green is slightly elevated and not very deep, too. So judging that second shot, getting the right club is essential here at 9. And that ball looked very good in the air. Just doesn't quite finish up that near to the flag, but still on the green.
Oh, yeah. What a putt there. It's in from long distance for birdie here at the 9th. And that will mean it's an even par score of 35 on this front side. Par 4 10th hole. And Frank, do you think players should consider cutting the corner over that large bunker along the right side?
Well, in years gone by, Rich, that's exactly what they were starting to do, and consequently they've sort of put in a few new bunkers really to stop that avenue or access into 10. Really, the easiest way to play it is just play it down the left side, leave yourself in. If you want to be brave, be prepared that if you miss, you'll find a bunker.
So from a little more than 70 yards, this is second. Okay, it's not stone dead, but that's not too bad. This a shade better than 50% on the make percentage. It's for birdie. Nah, that's going to slide by to the left. Good work to get into that position, but couldn't finish it off. Yeah, that's well done. He's able to save his par, and he'll remain right where he is. Moving on to the 11th hole, Frank, water all along the left side, 472 yards. How do you handle this one?
Well, this one's weird because the tees are a little off-center. They start down the right side, which makes it into a dogleg. And you mentioned the water. It always comes into play. And there are 0 fairway bunkers. You don't need them here at 11 because really it's all about the tee shot. Find the fairway, then even though it's a long par 4, you should be able to at least attack that green safely. Miss the fairway to the right, which is the barrel outside, and your problems are just starting. Perhaps a little too ambitious on that approach shot, trying to get it to spin that much from behind the flag. Still, outside chance for birdie.
Oh, yes, indeed. The line there, perfect. It is in for a birdie. Well, 16 at TPC Scottsdale is the most famous, but maybe the most beautiful par 3 of the golf course is right here, the 12th, with that peninsula green and water all down the right side and the 2 deep bunkers protecting the left. This is an excellent par 3.
Nowhere fucking near.
Okay, safely aboard on the back part of the green, but a long way from this front hole location. No missteps there. It is a par here at 12. And he'll remain at 1 under par. Par 5 13, Frank, what kind of scoring opportunity is this?
Well, anytime you get on a par 5, obviously birdies and eagles come to mind. 13's been changed a little bit over the years. The split fairway's gone, now it's just one fairway. Water in play, bunker on the left side, they certainly define this fairway. And they've toughened up the front and left side of this par 5 green. The longer hitter, the high ball hitter, still you'll get a reward at 13.
Oh, fuck.
Birdie putt now moving to his right. Oh, right by the hole. The longer putts, you don't mind as much. The short ones, they tend to sting.
This game makes me
Okay,
fucking
safely in for his par.
fucking light
And
bulb
he'll
in
remain
my
in
head.
red figures at 1 under.
They want to fucking break this table. They want to break my PC.
So after the fun at the par 5 13th, you have to knuckle down here at the par 4 14th. It is 490 yards, and par is an excellent score here on this hole.
No, according to fucking all of our fucking dudes, you're getting a birdie every fucking other hole.
Well, you can't walk out and drop it any better than that. That is a fine tee shot right there.
8-foot putt here.
Ooh, that's got a little bit more movement than you think, and that'll slide on
Suck a
by.
cock. Tired of this shit.
Safely in. It's a bogey here at 14.
About to just withdraw from
And
this
that's gonna move him
fucking
back
tournament 'cause it's
down
giving me
to even
anxiety.
par.
Not really, but
Arriving now at the 553-yard 15th, another reachable par 5, water guarding the left side of the fairway. Players hit their second or third shots into an island green, and scores can range from 3 to 7 here, so the 15th is always exciting. Boy, oh boy, there aren't many shots that feel better than a well-struck 3-wood on and 2 on a par 5. There it is.
That second shot sounded like a cannon.
fucking bitch. That's gonna be a tough ass fucking putt back. I mean, you gotta be fucking kidding
Just
me.
gonna sneak on by.
Like, this shit is not fun right now. Like, this shit is not fun.
Okay, a solid par here at the 15th. And he'll stay right where he is. Just okay. Not what these fans were hoping for when they were sprinting across the golf course at 7 in the morning. That's for sure. Yeah, that's a pretty good putt. Just a little bit off the mark. Okay, that'll be a par here at 16, and he'll remain right where he is. Well, here we are at the 16th hole, looking at just over 160 yards. Doesn't seem all that daunting, Frank, but 160 yards with 20,000 people, horned into a little stadium in the desert, that makes it a different story.
It certainly is. This was one hole too where Tom Watson would send his caddy forward. He would stay back by 15. His caddy would get his yardage. Watson would simply walk on the tee. His caddy would give him the club. He would not go through his normal routine. He would simply just head away. It was one hole that he never wanted to think about. It might look simple, but it's what the player feels.
Little bit of an awkward distance for this, his second. Oh, dialed in right there. You can't do it better than that. That is hold from off the green, and that is a birdie the hard way. What an outstanding finishing hole here at TPC Scottsdale. Not overly long, but it is challenging. At 442 yards, this par 4 is all about strategy. You can challenge the lake on the left if you're one of the bigger hitters. Cut the corner of the Church Pew bunkers. That leaves you with just a flip wedge in. Or you can take the safe route. Just go down the right side of the fairway. Second now from the sand here at 18.
Not the best shot we've seen today, but when you consider that was hit out of the fairway bunker, it certainly gets a pass grade.
So this for a finishing birdie at 18.
Yeah, and it's a pretty makeable one. Little bit of break from left to right, really not a lot.
Yeah, that's a good putt. It is in for his par here at 18. And that will be an opening round of 1 under
We are
71.
fucking
So one round in the
struggling
books.
to do
Frank, how
anything.
would you assess what you saw
Anything.
from this golf course?
I think the
100.
golf course was the star, Rich. Really, there's enough good holes out there, some strong
Sounds
par
good on
fours
paper, but
to really
it's
make
not.
you think. And then there's enough opportunity.
When
Some of those
people
short par
shooting
fours and
9
par
under.
fives, they're certainly gettable.
Not contention.